that. I'm gonna look at my social media and look at my, make sure I get the music that I want. He don't care. But hey, guys, while you're at it, make sure you give us a follow. You got Scared It as a host. You got GD Ico over there. Of course, you know him. But if you don't, make sure you sub to his YouTube. I'm Kronos. If you don't know me, make sure you sub to mine as well. But at the same time, don't forget to like and subscribe to the MEE stream right now. And you want to join and be a part of the community, make sure you join the Discord as well. The link is in the description. Of course, G, right now, looking at the way that this series has been going, at least thus far, it's only been one game. You think it's coming down to that mid lane control, or is it like somebody's got to be the perfect shot caller? Is that the difference? I feel like it's that mid lane control that they were missing, but they had the Zushin though, so like I'm still mind blown.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Astral just had such a heavy aggressive comp, and they didn't take a step back. They just kept taking a step forward. So I'm hoping that this time around they'll maybe pick something a little less aggressive, maybe a little bit more tanky. Like I said, a lot of them were squishy in the very beginning. They banned out the Bruno. I really didn't feel like the why. I'm not quite sure why that's getting banned out, because they didn't. I guess they don't want it to be picked if they can't pick it. Again, they might be trying to pick the Yuzhin again or not. I didn't feel like the Yuzhin played a good role, mainly again because ONIC had such a heavy CC, and the aggression from them to be able to get that first pick off in the mid was huge. Now the side of ONIC, they do ban out the Phobius once again. If I'm they went for the Yve. I was wondering if they were gonna go for Hylos again, just ran it back, right?
Yeah, I know. Like, why fix what's not broken?
Yeah,
and
so I'm curious.
Yeah, I agree, and like it's just the fact that with this Yve ban, I think they're kind of reading. It's kind of a hard read, if you ask me, right? With this Yve ban, they're like, hey, look, you don't want to give us the Bruno. That means you want to get into a kill box fight. And they're like, we don't want to deal with it whatsoever. Maybe they've scrimmed with Astral before, or they got a lot of info about them from somewhere else saying that they probably like to play within that kill box and just instantly take it out. So no RWM shenanigans going to happen this game. But of course, at the same time, I feel like Astral, just like you said, G, like ONIC UA look like a S-class team with game number 1. Or is it just that Astral are just below par? It could be that as well. Because I'm telling you, ONIC is not in my humble opinion, ONIC's not the best team in the MESL right now. Of course, they're like a mid-tier, middle to like C to D tier, but I don't want to call anything right now. I know I'm throwing shots, but hey, they're a good team. They're a good team nonetheless. We're seeing some good synergy come out, but at the same time, I feel like Astral better, get some nitros in your car, bro. Come on, just pop that, go zoom.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, to be honest, I don't think they want to allow Edith to go through, so maybe they do pick up an Edith pick here. Again, Yuzhin is still open. They didn't ban it. Is probably something you don't want to give to ONIC. So again, it's going to come down to what they have planned is what this first pick is going to really be. There it is. Ooh. Bam, the Edith. The Edith was definitely a very just painful like thorn in the side of Astral. So to see it first picked was something I would have initially anticipated, being on the team. And then ONIC's response here right now, they get 2 solid picks. And second pick is pretty good. They go for the Gata, and
it's got to be Suyo or Zushin, right?
Ooh. Oh, Valentina.
They don't care. They cook their own meta. They don't care about no Zushin. They don't care about no Suyo. You can pick it up for yourself. I was really thinking, if that was me, just go Zushin and Suyo. You have 2 of the strongest heroes. Of course, the Suyo kind of, can get countered. So does the Zushin. But you're looking to play a different style, and I think that's not the style of ONIC UA. Oh my goodness! Finally. Hey guys, I was stuck the entire time just like that in that post, but I figured you guys figured out what it was. It's just the fact that we saw Fanny pulled up in the draft. And sorry about keeping you waiting. We were, we had a couple of technical issues in the background. Hopefully, you guys understand. Of course, we're trying to bring you the best possible action, the top, highest quality. Of course, that comes with a lot of technical issues, and it's just a matter of time till we pick it up. It's only the early stages of the tournament, folks. Don't worry, MESL's around the corner, MECL's around the corner as well. So it's just practice. We perfect it as we go. But of course, you're back on the desk with me, Kronos, and the one and only GD Ico, and the moment. And G, I know we didn't get to take a look at the draft, but you saw the Fanny. And for me, in my eyes, I feel like the team that picked up Fanny will probably win.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I didn't feel like the jungle was very prevalent in the last game. I'm not gonna lie, Zane kind of talking a lot of smack. If I was ONIC, there's always a saying that I go by, man. You talk a lot of crap and you're gonna get hit, right? There's a little bit different saying, but I'm just being a little kid friendly.
Yeah,
so
keep it PG-13.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? So we'll see. I mean, maybe he's like best player on the Fanny. He's got like all 4 fingers on the screen, just who knows? That's what I'm hoping. We'll see. Astral could pull it back. What were the first picks we seen? We seen a Gata and we seen a Valentina.
Yeah, I think we will probably find out. Yeah, I think so. I saw a Valentina. I remember a Valentina. My memory is that of a goldfish, folks. But anyways, I think we're gonna jump into the game, G, and probably when we get into the game, we're gonna find out what were the picks. We're not gonna get a lot of time, folks, to kind of get into it, but in every single window, every single frame before a team fight, or when there's no team fight that's gonna be happening, G will of course break it down and analyze the draft that they went with. And right now we are going in a game number 2, best of 5. Astral on the blue side, ONIC on the red, and you can see the 5 picks from both sides, G.
Yeah, I mean, so far we're looking at a solid lineup, right? The Sicilian's definitely a monster. The Kufra, and then an Atan on the side of Astral. As you can see, the Kufra can definitely be a menace. What I want to see from Bon, is that Bonnie Joy? I can't, that isn't either. Bonnie Joy. So what I want to see from him is just a little bit more control over the map. And you can already see that ONIC is already replying very well to it, right? Keeping him at bay, not allowing him to respond. If he would have jumped in there, maybe he could have put a little bit more damage on to Rocco.
I know, right? It reminds you of what's that, Rambo? Not Rambo, what's that movie? Shit, Rocky. Yeah, it reminds you of Rocky. Yeah, Rocco. He wants to go in. He with the Gato as well. At least he's trying to, soak up a lot of damage and dish it out. But at the same time, you can see Fanny goes in with the steel cables. Level 4 right now. Earth Shatter from Kent to make sure Silencer goes up with a flicker to save him. Ooh. And Baby DJ right now getting poked up by the Hayabusa. But the first blood is already there. Silencer went down in the hands of Zane. So finally, they get something going for their side. With another reply coming on the other side. So Rocco got a kill, and the one that bit the dust was the Kent.
I didn't even peep this right here, but the Hayabusa coming out is pretty crazy. Stunned him while he was cabling. That kind of funny, not gonna lie. But again, what we're seeing is that Astral is being able to get this easy pick. Let's see if they respond again.
Oh, steel cables, but I think he's not getting the right targets. He's not able to do it. Quad Shadow is there right on towards him, and Zane goes down easy peasy lemon squeezy. And be with me, flexing right now at them. Bonnie Joy tries to charge the Tyrant's Revenge. He actually wants to go for it. No, he does not. They don't have the retribution. They don't have the damage. And G, looking at the lineup that Astral kind of pulled up with, they have a Fanny for the early game, but the rest are all kind of late game. Apart from Kent, this Edith, who's a little bit of a mid-game hero.
Yeah, I don't know. This passiveness by Bonnie Joy is kind of like sticking out to me, right? Like, normally, like, anytime I ever see a tank, they like taking these eye bushes in the middle, which is what you want to do. And now he does it when there's 2 of them in there. Like, see, rough.
Yeah, rough, and he gets caught. Oh, I thought the quad shadow landed onto him, and if it did, it would have been all she wrote for him. And Kent making the rotation. I think the only way they're actually keeping the bottom half of their map kind of alive is because Kent is rotating frequently. Meanwhile, on the top side, we're possibly looking at a gank, and you see that he taunts him. He gets a Spear of Misery to him as well. So Fanny's still able to cable out, but the Hayabusa, Be With Me, wants to get a pick off, goes into the quad shadow, but oh my goodness, Revenge and Rage completely misses, and he's joking around. He gets the Oki Shadow kill, and he gets the kill as well with the Spear of Misery. AOG was dropped down, and at the same time, Baby DJ falls down as well. So the two late game carries from the side of Astral are gone down early, and you can, with that, ONIC UA instantly get control of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was just execution key, right? Goes in, quad shadows, able to survive, team follows up very well, able to secure a kill there with the Moskov, and just, again, now they're going to be eating away at this tower. What was he?
Goodness, Topuria goes down instantly by Pankrat once again. Pankrat 2 kills on the board as a Moskov. And if you're the Fanny, you're not happy to see that because you want to kill the Moskov, but now he's going to have a little more damage, and he's going to have the Spear of Misery to pin you onto a wall. And now you can see that they're already playing mind games, and the confidence of Astral just dropping by the second. Not even the minute, just by the second.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. Ooh, the spear does go wide, but again, now they're going to be invading this blue, which is, if Fanny can't secure this blue, it's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, you can see they get the fight started as well. Glorious Pathway is there to get the taunt on towards him, but the kill is there, secured by Be With Me. They pick up the purple buff as well. Now they pay attention to the turtle. Doesn't have the retribution, but guess what? No Fanny, no contestation whatsoever. But somehow, Topuria trying to find something in return. Gets the gold crab, gets the gold shield on the bot side, but still no turret structures.
See, that was huge, right? That's the type of responses that I would like to see from teams that can't secure a turtle, right? Like, you've already given up on that, but look at this, the walk-in.
Oh my goodness, Topuria over here will go down, and yes, he does. Rocco gets the kill, and he's able to eat up a lot of damage, and this front line from the side of ONIC UA is just too much for them to pierce through right now. They got a Hylos, and they got a Gato, and they're roaming together. And to be honest, I don't want to go against that. Those are two tanky, muscular heroes that look scary at the moment. They look like they've been hitting the gym, and what can Zane really do? He doesn't have the steel cables, no purple buff, can't really do anything in here. Right now, you can see the Terrify on towards Bonnie Joy. Every single time he tries to catch a rush, he gets taken down. And that's what you mentioned earlier, G. But meanwhile, on the top side, Be With Me still somehow survives. Zane wants to go for the kill. He's eyeing for it. But at the same time, Oki Shadow kill. Oh my goodness, Zane is able to survive with the slightest bit of HP. If he had the retribution, that would have been a kill for the side of Be With Me. But yeah, look, this passiveness from Bonnie Joy, you can see how it's affecting the entire team.
Yeah, and now he's about to get caught off. I don't think he doesn't have his ult. He's dead.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. You couldn't really do anything at that point. And right now, Bonnie Joy, he actually gets a Tyrant's Revenge. But still, the double kill in the hands of Silencer. Right now, kills are just going left, right, and center. You're seeing the kills galore, ladies and gentlemen. As right now, ONIC UA are dominating the game against Astral. And seems like Zane doesn't have any sort of a comeback. It's 1-3-0. One kill on the side of Astral, which was the first blood. After that, ONIC is just steamrolled.
I'm just saying, like, this is just a macro diff at this point, to be honest. Like, ONIC is just going ham. They're well executing every pick. They're taking well tactical approaches on taking out the team. They're invading the Fanny. They're taking turtles. They're taking objectives. They're really not fighting at not objectives. I think Kent survives that.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, but again, it's just coming down to.
The mid lane, you can see. I know, I can feel it, G. The one after the other. The damage dealers, the Sicilian Baby DJ. The Sicilian supposed to scale into the late game 0-2-0. Topuria was supposed to be a Nathan that gets a little more damage as the game goes by. 0-5-0. And after all those, looking at those KDAs, and you can look at the itemization. They're nowhere where they're supposed to be, and Zayn actually trying to do something, but over here Bonnie Joy gets 2, and with the Sanguine Claws they get 3, but at the same time Bonnie Joy is the sacrificial lamb for that set, but this team didn't get anything out of it because they don't have the damage.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even worried about the turtle at this point. They allowed the Lord to come out at the 8-minute mark, which again, with such a good lead, that is what you want to do. You can kind of see the Fanny split pushing, which again is something that you... Oh, but maybe? I thought he was going to maybe catch him off. Fanny definitely having a little bit more energy than he expected, but hey, a good try by Pink Rat.
Hey, you know what, G? I think Zayn has a lot of energy, but his Fanny doesn't.
Oh, God. Okay.
Hey.
Savage.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying, I love the guy. He's a really good player. He has a really strong mentality. He has a good mentality. Of course, I'm just dishing it out because he's the one who put himself in such a precarious position earlier on when the interviews were happening. But of course, he's a great guy, folks. Don't, he's just trying to say, he's saying all these things to make sure he gets a lot of confidence. And of course, we know this is one of those games that not everybody wanted to watch. And trust me, if Zayn didn't give that interview, you guys wouldn't be watching this game. And right now, G, looking at this Lord coming down the mid lane, who do you think is going to take it?
I mean, I don't feel like their team has enough to defend again.
Ooh, with the flicker revenge and the raise, Sanguine Claws, AOG in the back line. They finally get the shutdown. Topuria picks up the kill, but meanwhile, Bonnie Joy is the sacrificial lamb once again. And right now, the Lord, it's not a luminous one. It's in the mid lane. They're somehow trying to defend. Topuria doesn't have the entropy, but here comes Zayn with a steel cable. Sanguine Claws to make sure he gets them pulled back. Can't really do anything. He has the flicker. He could look for the engage, and this is the position. This is the opportunity. Didn't want to go for it, making sure that his team needed time, and he is providing them. His damage dealers just need time right now.
Yeah, I mean, Bonnie Joy definitely coming out and blasting finally for once. That was a well-executed take right there, right? That I didn't suspect them being able to defend, but with a play like that, they were able to. And that's what we need to see. We needed to see a lot more of those like 10 minutes ago, Like
yeah.
at the start of the match.
Yeah, I feel you at the same time, but right now I think Zayn, it's a Hayabusa versus a Fanny. A Fanny never really comes out on top because as soon as you go in with the steel cables, you're going to see the Ogi Shadow kill just like Topuria saw right now. But this could be the opening that Zayn needs to get that kill because there's no Quad Shadow, no Ogi Shadow kill, but he doesn't have the damage against them. And you can see that right now gets caught into a wall by the Spear of Misery. And to turn that opportunity into a crisis, he just went down for his team.
Yeah, that actually might sing. Yep.
Yeah, they're looking to end. Oh, they get the kill on towards Baby DJ. It was so much needed to defend, and right now Ken is there along with Johnny Boy with the Primal Rat. They can't really do anything. The recall taunts come out. Topuria could try and possibly defend, but the space not being given to him. And you can see Rushik is just eating up every single thing. He can't really do anything about it, and oh my goodness. If that is not insult to injury, if that's not a slap in their face, I don't know what else is. He was just standing there. He was standing there. He had, so Topuria used everything. He had a full stack. He used his entropy. He had interference. He had superposition, whatever you want to call his skills. Those are the names. He used it. But the Hylos is just like taking it. He's just there. Like, it's just another Sunday for him. Or Saturday, rather.